Hello everyone, Newborn Investor here and welcome to another video. Today we are back with another SPAC merger, CIIG Merger Corporation ticker CIIC merging with Arrival. Arrival, the latest EV player, is already making big moves in the market. So will the impressive move continue or will the stock crash once the electric vehicle frenzy is behind us? And what would be the price of the stock 4 years from now? We'll cover all of that and many more in this video, so make sure to stick around as we are starting right now. Arrival is based in the UK and plans to combine with CIIG Merger Corporation in a transaction that values Arrival at $5.4 billion. The timing of the merger was perfect, especially as all things electric continue to be hot. The stock is already up over 147% since the merger news came out and looks like it does not want to slow down any sooner. So what is really behind this massive move? We will get to it in a minute, but before that, if you like the video and find it valuable, please make sure to hit the like and subscribe button. I really appreciate your support as it keeps me motivated to put in the long hours for making these videos. Alright, let's move on. Founded in 2015 by Dennis Wertloff, Arrival is into the business of producing commercial electric vehicles and has already won some big customers, including UPS. Within a relatively short span of time, Arrival has turned out to be one of the most valuable startups in the UK, backed by major automakers including Hyundai and Kia. Arrival has received funding from other players too, among which the most noticeable investment came from the world's largest asset management company, BlackRock. According to sources, BlackRock has invested $118 million in Arrival and is one of the largest shareholders with 7.5% stake in the company. Last week, Arrival announced a business combination with CIIG Merger, valuing the company at a whopping price tag of $5.4 billion. Arrival should receive roughly $660 million from the deal, which is due to be completed in the first quarter of 2021. Funding will include $260 million raised from the IPO last year and another $400 million raised from institutional investors including BlackRock. Post-merger, the company will trade on Nasdaq under the ticker symbol ARVL, and the proceeds from the transaction will be primarily used to fund growth and to increase production capacity. In the US, Arrival faces stiff competition from Workhorse, Rivian, and Lucid Motors. US startup Rivian is a well-positioned competitor to Arrival. Rivian, which is backed by Ford and Amazon, is already building a fleet of 100,000 electric delivery vans for Amazon. There has been a growing number of EV makers flooding the market, so competition isn't going to slow down. In spite of all the competition, I think Arrival would stand out with its competitive prices and superior products. Because the company lacks profits and free cash flow, I have used a price-to-revenue valuation model and price-to-earnings model to predict the price of Arrival by 2024. This is based on the company's projected revenue of $14.1 billion and earnings of $3.7 billion by 2024. That being said, let's talk about the price-to-revenue model or price-to-sales model for 3 scenarios. For a bullish scenario where the stock trades at 10 times revenue with a market cap of $140 billion, my target price for 2024 would be $230. For a bearish scenario, if the stock trades at 5 times revenue, my target price for 2024 would be $115. And finally, for a median price scenario, if the stock price trades at 7.5 times revenue, my target price for 2024 would be $173.22. Now, let's move on to the price-to-earnings valuation model. Price-to-earnings is similar to price-to-revenue, except we factor in growth more often with price-to-earnings than with price-to-revenue model. In this model, the assumption is that a company that has earnings growing at 15% per year would likely trade at 15 times the earnings. Also, we would factor in PEG or price-to-earnings growth rate. The general consensus is that stocks with PEG below 1 are bargains and stocks with PEG above 2 are expensive. Based on this assumption, we predict the target price for 3 scenarios. For a bullish scenario where the stock trades at a PEG of 2, the target price for 2024 would be $183. For a bearish scenario where the stock trades at a PEG of 1, the target price for 2024 would be $91. And finally, for a median price scenario where the stock trades at a PEG of 1.5, the target price for 2024 would be $137. This is my estimated target price and is only good as its assumptions. That being said, what's my take on Arrival? Arrival, within a short span of time, has built an edge over its competitors with its proprietary software and hardware technology solutions. Some of the key differentiators that make Arrival stand out include the use of in-house plug-and-play components, proprietary composite materials, in-house proprietary vehicle software, and finally, industry-changing microfactories. Microfactories changes the way vehicles are produced and could lead to significant cost savings. Additionally, Arrival claims to own an extensive portfolio of intellectual property, and this to me is a strong moat. On the flip side, investors do not have any way to quantify the value these patents bring to the business. The company also has a good amount of pre-orders, with almost 10,000 of them from UPS. The contract includes provision to make an order for an additional 10,000 vehicles, but this should not be taken for granted as these can be cancelled or modified. But overall, I am bullish on the stock and I expect the stock to continue going higher. Considering the two valuation models, I expect the stock to trade somewhere between $140 and $175 in 4 years. Now, I would love to hear from you guys. What do you think about Arrival and its valuation? Leave a comment below with your answer and I will be sure to follow up with you. Also, if you liked this video and found it valuable, make sure to hit the like and subscribe button. I really appreciate your support. So until you hear from me again, stay safe and thanks for watching. Bye.